I'm Jan, and today I wanted to share with you what we keep in our Happy Friends toolkits. My personal toolkit is a suitcase on wheels so I can transport it from my van to classrooms as I travel from school to school. The first things in my toolkit, of course, are our two Happy Friends CDs, CD1 and CD2, and my very old CD player, which hopefully you won't need to use anymore because we have all the audio on our happyfriends.ca website, which will be much better because the kids have to be really patient as I push the buttons trying to get the right song. Other things are, I have a parachute. This is an indoor classroom size parachute, so keep that in mind if you're ordering one. There are different sizes. Some are designed more for outdoors. This can be used either, but I like the smaller size. This is something we use for the color song. I also have 10 different colored finger puppets that the kids bounce around on the parachute for the color song, and that's demonstrated in one of our videos. There are 10 colors mentioned in the color song, so I have one finger puppet for each color. There's lots of different ways to teach the color song. Kids can make their own little booklet on rings. This one's laminated, and they can follow along with the song and identify each color as they go. Another way to do the color song is to make little felt heart-shaped finger puppets, and because there are 10 colors, they fit perfectly on the kids' fingers. And I don't have an example, but I do have a little Samaya, a bumblebee that I made as a finger puppet, and I just glued a little strap on the back. So you can do them sort of about the same size, maybe a little smaller, but maybe a heart shape, or you can use different color insects and animals. Another way we do the color song is by using it with the bone game songs, and we place color circles on the floor, just scatter them all over, and when the music stops, I hold up a color and say the name in Hok Aminum, and the kids go and find that color on the floor. And sometimes we move really slow, sometimes we move really fast, and it's just lots of fun for the kids. These color circles were made by Stuart Pagaduan, and so he does have some printable resources like this on School District 79 website. But if you don't have access to something like this, you can just cut your own shapes out of construction paper. I usually start out with 4 colors, the yellow, the red, the green, the white, and those I find are the easiest ones to start with. So there's still lots of different ways to teach the color song, but those are just a few. For the bug song, another one where you can come up with lots of creative ideas. I've made little masks for the kids. Sometimes we've made little fuzzy wuzzies out of cotton balls, colored cotton balls, or foam butterflies, foam insects, and pipe cleaners, so they move nicely. If you don't have time for that, Staples has almost all the bugs in one collection, and they look like this. And the only one they don't have is the mosquito, so I made my own laminated one. Laminated is the way to go these days with COVID because you can easily clean everything. Here's my little mosquito that I made by cutting one out. So there's also, finger puppets that you can get. Folk Manus is my favorite for authentic looking animals and bug puppets. So that's our what I use for our bugs song. Speaking of Folk Manus, I also have this beautiful tree, which I think they classify as a sequoia tree. It has a little sound inside. And these lovely little finger puppets on the outside, which I've just left on there. But we use this for Here We Go Around the Cedar Tree song, and I place it in the center of our circle, and we make a big circle around it and join hands for that song. But if you don't have something like this, you could either make one or just pretend you have a beautiful big tree in the middle of your circle. Again, that's Folkmanis puppets. Here's my Folkmanis Samaya. We just have some great, great puppets. They're in all different sizes. Very authentic looking. This is our mystery bag, we always call. It's just a drawstring bag. Actually, a high school student made these for us. She's now an early childhood educator. And with our mystery bag, it's a great guessing game. You can give clues and hints as to what's hiding in your bag and then reveal what it is. Great way to introduce the color song with your 10 different puppets, or introduce the colors that you're going to use in another way for the color song. Lots of different options for this, and we do have a couple of videos on using the mystery bag. We have rhythm sticks in our kits, and have all different sizes for different kids. These you can just get doweling from the hardware store, cut them, and then just take a piece of sandpaper and file the ends so they're nice and soft. They're easily cleanable as well with the sanitizer spray. And what else do I have in here? Oh, my binder. This is my facilitator binder. These are our resource pages that I have created as a guide with the lyrics to each song, which CD you'll find the song on, the CD number. We have the times of the length of time the song is for CD number 2. If it's a standing up movement and music song, or sitting down. And then it also has additional teaching ideas so that you can implement the song in a variety of ways. I have page 1 here and page 2 here, so it's easily seen and read. I also keep a copy of the poster I'm going to use and my lesson plan if I'm doing a 30 to 45 minute class. This is one of the kids' favorites. The Hokey Pokey is probably the favorite, I would say, of our songs, and you don't need anything to teach that, except maybe a poster with the lyrics to just give you a reminder. I made my own posters. I like to do yellow posters for CD number 2 because the back of it's yellow, and I like to do light blue posters for our CD number 1, just because it's predominantly blue. But the school district, if you work for them, they do have some professionally made posters that we designed with them available for you, so you can check with the Indigenous Education Department. So getting back to the other favorite song, it's called What Do You See? And I made my own little felt board. So this is just a cardboard box that I wrapped in wrapping paper, and I glued a piece of felt inside. And I have a set of all the animals in the What Do You See song. So I just set that up like that. I give each child one of the animals, and they know and we work on the name of them. When they hear the name of their animal, they bring it up and they either give it to me or stick it on the felt. Alternatively, you could cut out photos of the animals and laminate them. Again, easy to clean. Or if you are a Coast Salish artist or no one, maybe you could have the Coast Salish design of each animal on paper cut out. Kids could color them. They could have their own set and just sit and do the song at their desks with all the different animals. Or you could put a piece of Velcro on the back of those paper laminated animals, and they could stick them on the felt board. And then they just fit nicely in there. Also with that song, we have photo cards with the name in English and Ho'okaminam, and there's one for each animal that is in the song. So those are beautiful as well. And finally, for our song that introduces 5 local birds, it's called What is Making All of Those Sounds. I have the large picture cards of the birds, which I usually introduce first before we practice the song. And then each learner gets their own photo card, which sits in front of them. And as the song plays, they point to the bird they're hearing in the song. And there is a video that demonstrates that as well. And that's pretty much my kit. I do also have a little extra things that aren't on the CDs. I like to hide bumblebees, Samaya, around the room, and the kids go, I have them stick on with sticky tack, and the kids go and find one and bring it back to me and say, Samaya. And that introduces our Hickety Tickety song, which is Hickety Tickety Bumblebee, Hickety Tickety Samaya, and it's a name recognition song. Those are all my favorites in my kit. You can build your own kit, or like I said, if you work for School District 79, there are a lot of resources available in the Indigenous Education Department. I really hope you're enjoying teaching our Happy Friends songs, and please send me a message if you have any questions. Haichka.